Well, hello again, everyone. My name's Botanist Cool, and we're doing some mini painting now. I forgot to turn on the Lofi. Hello. Where's my YouTube? I should always have like Lo-Fi girls somewhere around here. The funny thing is, Lo-Fi girls, the really sad part. So Lo-Fi girl, the fantasy medieval beats, sadly enough, get caught in pretty much every single one of those. Gets caught in the algorithm as being like what do you call it? Copywritten. So I can't use that as much as I'd like to. Alright, so today, this guy up. Pretty sure it's the same one, right? Yeah. We're working on the copper dragon from D&D's thingy. So I'm gonna have to like use my color. So like I've done a lot on this dragon already. As you can see, this dragon is fully coppered the shit out. I got a lot of colors here that I'm not gonna be using. So I actually gotta go find the colors I'm gonna use. But you can tell that we have to do the inside of the mouth, obviously. That has not been done. The wings themselves, I'm gonna try to see if I can dry brush blue, like oxidation onto them. Wait, I get more of that bronze color in here. This is like, wait, is this bronze or copper? This is copper, right? This is copper. I know I bought a, yeah, because I bought a whole copper paint for it. So I'm gonna bring out. We're gonna have, I don't want glistening blood red. I don't want cobalt red either. I want Ambient red. Let's look up a copper dragon on my phone, see if I'm getting it right. There's some really sick pictures of the copper dragon. And how like light ghostly blue it gets. So let's look at the Underdark Indigo. Let's take that. Literally like a ghostly blue color. Like look at this, right? Like that gets really ghostly blue at some parts. It almost like webs itself in there a little bit. So funny enough, sorry, just one of my latest shorts is getting actually a lot of views. It's the eating itself short. It's got like 190 likes and 7.3k views, which is like wild. I didn't expect that. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty proud of that. Anyways. All right, so cool, nice and wet. So, how do I want to do this? How do I want to web this up with blue? I think I'm gonna start the edges here, right? So like, let me actually get a picture of the copper dragon. Come on. Thank you. So this is kind of what I'm basing it off of. There's like a gray blue in there, right? And a blue, a really bright blue. On this copper, right? It also gets a little orangier. Almost like the brass color, but like this is copper. This is true copper. Again, this is the problem with my setup. I don't feel like it gives the right color and tone and shit. Like, you guys don't see what I see, and I'm really sad about that, honestly. I'm gonna see if I can get it a little closer. Hold on. I think what I just gotta do is overlay some orange on it later. But it's kind of what we're gonna try to work on, right? Like, it's got the silver on the bottom. It's got the blues and what have you, like, throughout the area here. I kind of almost like go around it. But the thing is, like, it doesn't do that. It doesn't have that like rounded arching thing. Instead, it has like a... That is an adult copper dragon, perfect. Instead, it kind of just goes up this way. Like, each band just kind of goes up. So it's a little frustrating, honestly. But we can work with that. I got a sip of water real quick. All right. Let's start with the darker blue, the frost blue that I'll be using. Do I have a gray blue? I have gelatinous blue. So we're gonna try using gelatinous blue and ghostly blue alongside Cambrian red, and to touch up any other parts, true copper. I should use a bit of a finer brush. Let's use this brush. No, this brush will be fine. All right, cool. I'm gonna pull that picture off to my right so I can see it even better. I see how they drew it. I see where they drew their stuff. Like, there is like blue speckling the entirety of this thing. So I guess we're gonna start speckling it. The heaviest parts tend to be around the wings, it looks like. What if, instead of just painting it directly on, or what if I mix it with a little bit of... I want to give it a metallic hue. What if I mix it with a little bit of silver? Hold on. That might give me the color I'm looking for. So mix that gelatinous blue with a little bit of silver to give it that metallic look. That way it looks like it's actual oxidation, not just like a color on top of it. Good shot. Four-star heavy edit. Nice, Cherry. I just realized the dragon's in the way of the chat. They make 17 4-stars? Nice. Congratulations. Shining so much. If I could just like get a little shade on here. Actually, I got an idea of how I better want to do this. So while I'm looking in here, I'm seeing that a lot of the crevices are actually covered in this, like the internal crevices. What if I actually just... So let me recover this. I'm gonna take out that paint out. We're trying to the other side. What if I just use the crevices and connect them, right? Like, hold on, let me just cover this back up, right? I understood what I was doing here. I don't like it though. What if I? All right, back to the normal copper. What if I, let's do the other side so I can get a better grip on it, right? What if I used all these like little internal indents right here, went down there with the blue silver, yeah, like it's inside the wing. Okay. I could emphasize and connect it later on as well. Actually, for this detail work, let's go slightly smaller, bro. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty dope actually from what I'm looking at from the side here. I hope that when I show that like actually up close, like you guys will be able to see like how that is starting to look like really cool there. Okay, so what I'm liking is as I'm going through, I'm noticing that some of these are connected, these are not. That do not connect. If you open, they actually have the ons going all the way down. That I find to look really cool. We could fill in the rest of blue. All right, doing this probably is gonna be the hardest. It's like I have to go inside the wing. Oh, oh. You guys start seeing how that's kind of moving out and changing the wings already. Basically, what I want to do start filling in some areas. Larger area. A little thicker for that. For this part. Doing a few splotches of like not everything. That, you see? Let's see how this goes. I want to see how the coloring works when I add in the other blues. See how it looks before I go too far. I can reverse this now. No problem. What it's looking like to me right now is that almost like the wing has scraped off, and underneath there is this blue. But it almost looks like, well, that looks or not. I think what I could do is, if I'm careful, you know, I'm gonna try something else. 'Cause I don't want to go too far in and hate it. I'm gonna try something. That looks good. That kind of looks real cool, actually. I'm gonna send this to Elijah. I want to say Finn. Finn, I will send you the picture actually myself as well. I'd love to hear your opinion on it because, like, it's not looking amazing yet. But remember, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do like the oxidation is what I'm trying to do. Right? Trying to make it look like oxidation. I think I'm gonna add a deeper blue in there too. I want to hear your opinion because Finn, I just sent you that picture. But okay, I think I can do that. So let's just redo everything here. Looks sick? Hell yeah. I'm gonna redo the top part. It wasn't double fit, but I'm gonna redo the top part. But does it look like oxidation? I know the camera. I don't have the money for a good camera. So let me see if I can do something else here. Hold on. If I get the money for a good camera, I will fucking do it. So like, this is what we're at kind of now. Like, it doesn't do it justice. Holy shit, it really doesn't. Increase your saturation a lot and adjust my contrast. Hold on, okay. Configure video. Wait, hold on. So what I gotta do again? Oh, hold on, nope. Okay, so I have to, you said, adjust my contrast of hair and increased, okay, contrast. Nah, it's starting to get fucky-wucky, isn't it? I'm lowering it back down. How's that? I lowered it a lot. How's that? Great, great. Okay. Well, let's try this out. I gotta go all the way like super contrast. No, I'm kidding. I just want a decent camera one day for this. For literally just this part. For literally just streaming mini painting. I just want a decent camera for just streaming mini painting. The problem is, these kind of webcams don't typically... You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. Told myself I wasn't gonna do this because I didn't know how much it would work. I'm gonna try it. If this works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. See you later, Finn. I don't have a stand. All right, I do want. I want to try something. I'm gonna try something. Okay, I'm gonna try something real quick. I want to see what I could do with this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try something. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. So take a look at what I've got, guys. I can fix this later on, but I'd like you to take a look at this. So there's a difference. Like, I'm thinking, like, here we go. So I have the webcam of my iPhone. If I'm able to use my iPhone well, I could just kind of like do an iPhone view of this. And I would like to hear your opinion on which one's better. When you can. But for now, I can't do that because I don't have that set up. And it's scary. So, I want to hear your opinions on that, and we'll fix if you like that more. Fix it for next time. Let's have a quick iPhone like desk stand. Hold on. Here's some stuff like an iPhone desk stand or iPhone mount or something that might work. Now I've got like no fucking motivation to continue going forward with this because it was like the camera sucks shit. Hi, Wordsmith Pico. Hello, how are you today? Raiders, welcome on in. My name's Botanist Cool. I am doing some mini painting, and I think that I'm literally just gonna get like some new gear right now, like on Amazon. Esri, hello! Because like I don't like how this looks. Not great. The camera, that is. But yeah, once I get this thing going, I'm gonna give you a quick thing. Hold on. Place my order. Wait, where's it even sending it to? It's not, change delivery address. There we go. Give me 1 second. I gotta deliver. I gotta send this thing to me. I gotta send this thing to me. I hope it went in right. It's going to here, you save, review. Did I put in the right card? Because like so many people have. Sorry, I'm going through like a whole thing of just like, goddamn, I hate how I've not properly prepped for 90% of my shit. So like, the camera's pretty subpar. Welcome on in, Pika. What were you streaming, friend? Let me give you a quick shout out in a second. All right, everything's being sent to me. I'm gonna give you a shout out right now. I'm also gonna give a shout out to the lovely Esri. So follow both these individuals, guys. They are fantastic. So let's make sure to give you guys a shout out to go say hi to Pico. Pico Wordsmith. Or Wordsmith Pico, excuse me. And of course a shout out to Esri. Two amazing streamers. But let's get that big shout out to Pico. How was your stream? What were you streaming? Tell us all about it. And how's Paper Mario been going? Potion Permit! Yo, I love Potion Permit! You kidding me? Such a great game! Oh my god, Pico, how are you liking Potion Permit? Did you just start it? Tell us all about it. I love that game. It was a lot of fun. Hell yeah. Did you just start it or have you been playing it for a bit? I got all the way to the desert, then I kind of stopped if I'm being perfectly honest. No real spoilers in that statement, but like, you're good. Just started. It's been a lot of fun getting to town. Yeah, I know, right? They absolutely abhor you to start with, and then they're like, you know what, I don't like you less, and that's fine. And you're just like, okay, that's a win, because they don't absolutely hate me now. They only slightly hate me. So it's not the worst, but it's not the best. It's also just like, come on, please. Please. You know, don't hate me entirely. What can you do? What can you do? Hopefully you get a pair of glasses sometime in the game. I don't remember if you can. It's been a while since I've played. I haven't played in a good minute, honestly. There's a lot of cool stuff in the game. I just haven't played in a long time. I think the fishing in the game is pretty decent too. Compared to a lot of other fishing. I like the game. There's also the pirate lady. She was 100% waifu material, and I love her to bits. She was kick-ass, badass. She could kick my ass, and I'd say thank you. I loved her. I loved her so much. As a romanceable option, best tier. I think her name was Leonie. Yeah, it is intuitive. I like the game as a whole. There's a lot of cool stuff you'll unlock later to make things a little easier on you, which is nice. That game is not easy on you in the start, for sure. And gathering materials can be a bitch. That me hook. Yeah. Eco, fucking high quality choice there, friend. High quality choice there, friend. I also don't remember who else. I know True Romance. I know, right, Esri? I know the Zhao guy is romanceable. I know Zhao's romanceable. I don't remember anyone else who's romanceable. I think the Vincent's romanceable as well, the creepy guy at the cemetery. I think he's romanceable as well, but I don't remember anyone else. I'm glad you enjoyed your time with that game. It's a fantastic game. I do highly recommend anyone who loves like farming sims to check out Potion Permit. It's very nice. It's very relaxing. It's very funny. They really do fucking hate you. And you're also just kind of like, God damn, these people are idiots. Like, the people who were here before trying to do all the good work were fucking idiots. Holy shit. Graveyard man, mayor's assistant man, mayor's daughter. Mayor's daughter? Oh shit, yeah, the games lady. She's pretty cool. She's got an attitude, but she's cool. She's got some moxie on her, I'll say that much. She's got a lot of moxie, and I love that. She's got a lot of moxie. Haven't seen many hand washing stations in town. I believe the medicine cabinet's filled with quiet. Oh my god. Washing, smoshing. Who needs to wash their hands on being a doctor? That's not something we need to do. What do you think about the potion making mini game, the little puzzle? What do you think about that? I think it's kind of cool how they decided, hey, you can make potions via like this mini game here, and this mini game's like, you know, you're just kind of putting ingredients together. I kind of like that. I think it's a very unique way of having a very having a methodology. It's interesting. I thought it would be more system specific ingredients that you can fit in any certain way. Yeah, that's true. Like, I get that. Technically it is. Later on, you'll find out what I mean by technically it is. Some potions require certain pieces to be used, and you cannot use other pieces. But that's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't want to spoil you too much on it. But I do highly. I think if you liked it, you'll like the rest of it. I liked it. I thought it was very interesting. My knee is itchy. Listen, they've never been to a doctor before. They don't know what to say, you know? Oh, the witch doctor's romanceable too. Well, I forgot his name, but I never liked him. He's an asshole. Oh my god, hated him. He was an asshole. My knee's itchy. I'm dying. I don't think in the game I've ever lost a patient. I've always been able to do it the day of, essentially. They'll be out by the next day. Maybe one or two had a day wait. But like, I've always been able to do them really quickly. Never had trouble with it. Copper Dragon. I'm trying to see if I could get that, like... If I could get the oxidation looking good. I'm not good at mini painting yet. I'm trying to see if I could get that oxidation to look decent. So I'm trying out oxidizing a wing. You know what I'm saying? The problem is you can't really see it well on your end because shitty camera. My apologies. But like... I'm trying to get that blue coloring to match, or at least to make it look somewhat like it. It's not gonna be perfect, I recognize that, but I want to get that oxidation look. I think I might have gone a little too heavy, so like... I get in here and there too. Like verdigris? Verdigris? What's verdigris? I have no idea what verdigris is. I'm using a Logitech D22 something. I'm gonna switch to my iPhone soon because my iPhone has a better camera. I just got myself an iPhone stand. I'm gonna see if I can just have the iPhone like up here, show itself down, and take like a video with my Discord call instead. That might work better, honestly. But it's just literally a webcam. That's the problem. I don't have an actual camera. If I had an actual camera, it's gonna be a couple $100. Not something I have. But I do want to one day get a legitimate camera for that. Okay, cool. The iPhone. Green copper. Yeah. Oxidation, verdigris, whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm trying to like do that. You can see the Canon picture right here on the left side of the screen. It's got blue in it, which is wild because like I thought it was gonna be green too. You know what I'm saying? But no, the cat picture has blue in it, which is wild to me. Okay. Statue of Liberty lied to me, I guess. I can always undo it if I don't like it, or if I don't think I'm skilled enough to get there. Just seeming more and more like the case as I continue this. Yeah, I have an Exco cam, one of the mid options. They allegedly have 4K cams. Gotcha. I don't. The webcams are not good for mini painting. That's just simply it. You need like an actual like DSLR camera or whatever it's called for it. And the iPhone's a decent middle ground for now, essentially. They got decent. The iPhone 14 has a decent camera. That I do know. I know people who do a lot of VTubing end up using the iPhone for tracking. Pretty decent. iPhone for VTubing is almost unbeatable. The only thing I could come in the video. Okay. Yeah, I want to get an actual camera for this one day. I think the iPhone is gonna be the next best thing. Like here, like I had a picture of it before. I'm probably gonna like. I'll show you, I don't have the ability to do it right now. I did it before. I set up like a tutorial. Like I was like, you know what? Real quick, hold on. Stop. Got a question. I want to hear your opinions. Which one looks better? Because I think I know which one does look better. And I want to hear that honest to goodness opinion. Because like, I want to make sure that when I do my mini painting, I want to make sure I do it right? Because this is a very like important. This is a very like fun stream for me to do, and I want to make sure I do it right. So let's do this. So, oh, hold on. So I'd love to know which one looks better in your guys' opinion. I think this one, I think the iPhone does look better. And this is the iPhone, obviously. One that's moving around, but I'd love to know which one you guys think looks better. That's important to me, you know? That I get a good quality thing on there. Anyways. I'm gonna stop holding it up because my iPhone is brighter, certainly. Ad, no. Oh, no! What's more... What's more important to me, I'll say this again once the ad starts. Finishes. What's more important to me is, so Ezra, what's more important to me is the colors you see rather than how bright it is. I could always take down the brightness with some filters and what have you. However, the colors you see could be different based upon the quality of the camera. So if the quality for the iPhone has better color quality than this one, okay, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna have to do eventually is just switch over to the iPhone. I mean, yeah, it definitely was more blue. I'll have to like, I'm just gonna do it. Over the iPhone, I could do that. That's not gonna kill me. It'll be easy. And then I got my face cam when I'm actually doing things too. To see my horrible face or top of my head when I'm bending down. Look at things. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot next week with the with the iPhone. The iPhone works better than just over the iPhone. That's it. Give it a shot. That stand comes. Oh. One day I'll get an actual one day I'll actually, here's another problem with me. I got bad lighting here. I literally just got like a floor lamp. One day when I actually have the Dodge, I can make like a proper stream setup. Light actually properly comes onto, not light that hurts my eyes either. Like, one day. Better unplug. I hope the mini. Thank you very much, Pico. You have a fantastic night and good luck in the storm. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Try something a little silly. So basically, I really thinned out the blue. Just try to basically like use it as a wash, essentially. Really hit those crevices in the middle. Basically, I'm just fucking experimenting at this point. Like, what the fuck? Why not? Like, I may as well be silly. Cause like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna even keep it like this. Or I'll change it. Cause I'm thinking I might just like repaint over it and try again in the future. While that's drying, I'm gonna get some things and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So I think it went okay. How do I get to make it? I'm gonna try something silly again. I don't know. Basically, I'm gonna have to sit with it for a little time. Ask for opinions later on. See how it goes. But what I'm gonna try to do is just dry brush a lot of bronze along it or on top of it. Like meld it in together. Or copper, excuse me, this is copper. Well, shit. What? Brush for hire. Welcome on in. Your pie problem now. Hello, everyone. My name's Stefan. Botanist Cool. I don't have a good camera setup, so if you're here for actual painting to the good stuff, my apologies. I have a bad camera setup. Hello, everyone. Raiders, welcome on in. Let me give a quick shout out to Brush for Hire. Oh my god, Brush sent us. Welcome on in, Brush. Welcome on in, Raiders. Oh my god, Jesus. You said a bad word. Did I say a bad word? I did say a bad word. I do say a lot of bad words. My apologies. If you guys don't like bad words, sorry. I say a lot of bad words. Oh dear me. Welcome on in, Brush for Hire. Hello. Wow, everyone, welcome on in. My name's Botanist Cool. I do a lot of Monster Hunter, a lot of mini painting, a lot of other miscellaneous stuff. Hello. You can never say bad words. What were you were doing art? Were you doing mini painting as well, friend? If you did, I'm gonna follow you because I want to see more mini painting people. Bone Shooter, welcome on in. Yeah. Oh dear me. If you guys like mini painting, all my old mini painting VODs are still on the YouTube. But oh my god, welcome on in, everyone. I do it for a living. Oh my god. Hey, Brush for Hire, I got a question if you don't mind my asking. So I'm doing a copper dragon, as you might be able to tell. My skill's not great. I'm not a great mini painter. Like, I'll show you my best pieces real quick, just so I can like share. Yeah, I'm following you for sure, Brush Fire. Like this here, this purple worm, one of my better pieces I've ever done. You know, this wyvern that I made style the Rathian, one of my better pieces I've done as well. I'm not done with it yet, but you know, the purple worm is the one I'm done with that I really, really do like. But right now, ow, sorry. I also have a leg injury, so it makes it a little harder to get up and show things, and now I'm walking around trying to show things, and I'm so freaking nervous that someone who actually does mini painting, who knows actually how to do it, is actually watching me. Now I'm really fucking nervous, because here I am, baby painter Steph. So what I'm trying to do, Brush for Hire, is, and my camera's not good, so I'm not gonna be able to get great help. I know this. I'm the last person to be nervous around. I'm trying to get that same blue oxidation that the copper dragon has here over here. So what I did basically was I mixed a very light blue, put a little bit of a darker blue on top of that, and then dry brushed it into bronze. Oh, okay. Let me take the picture. Yeah. Let me take the picture because, like, again. I'll take a picture because this is a bad jinx. Thank you very much. Finn, stop trying to make me feel better about myself. I don't like this. Finn is a good friend of mine. I am nervous and terrified. I know you said not to be, but too late. I am. So what I've done basically, and this is a new picture, Finn, that I have taken since a second ago. I'd love to hear your opinions on basically getting this kind of, getting this kind of oxidized look on here. Hold on, sorry. Paint all my metals up, and then I go a mix of pale green and white and thin down to add the oxidation. This is basically what it looks like now when they actually have a decent camera on it. I'm getting an iPhone stand to make it look better for the actual thing. But like, all right, what I usually do is paint all my metals. Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. And I want to get. I'm going to be switching to the iPhone soon. I really am. I just bought the stand to switch to the iPhone. So the iPhone's going to be the new camera. But I'd love to know what your opinion is on how I've done that, basically. What you have going on? It's a cool style choice. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to get better at mini painting because I really enjoy it a lot. Like, I really enjoy it. It's so much fun. My brother taught me how to mini paint. He's great. And I have a whole bunch of pieces of my own. I have some Warhammer I've not painted yet. I have a whole, like, I think some of my favorite pieces, and I'll just show you real quick. Like, I've done little mushroom guys in the style of, like, Legend of Zelda mushrooms, which have been a lot of fun. This one... Oh my god, the green screen's been on the entire frickin' time. That's why it looks so bad. Oh my god, I'm a ding-dong. Russia streams? People... No, I'm gonna be watching Russia streams now that you've come here. Thank you. Like, I've done these guys here who are just like based off the Legend of Zelda mushrooms. These are some of my first ones, actually. These are some of my first ones. These are very old ones, comparative. No. I think the Beholder I did had like the best kind of like eye shit I've ever done here. It was really good. Cotton candy and mushroom. Oh my god. Like, I love the Beholder I did. This part I need to practice on for the transparent stuff. Like, I need to practice on transparent stuff. I have not done a lot. Yeah, getting better happens with practice at the time, but at the same time, I love asking for advice because I know I need it and I know I want to learn, you know? But just thank you for joining on in, everyone. I appreciate it. Holy shit. A tier 1 sub. Thank you. Thank you very much for the sub. I'll get there. I will. You need a cotton candy and mushroom? I want cotton candy and mushroom. But like, that's what I've gotten so far here. Wow. Now that I took off the green screen, it actually looks better on the camera itself. I'm in ding dong. Oh my god. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm basically going down the veins with like a really light blue, getting a slightly lighter blue, then kind of like dabbing in a darker blue here. I paint all day and love to help. Oh, that's awesome. Brush, I'm going to be hanging out a lot, I think. I'm going to be hanging out for you a lot. For those who are curious, I don't just do mini painting. I do a lot of Monster Hunter. I do a lot of Ace Attorney. Love my gay detectives. And I do a lot of Pokemon Nuzlocke on Sundays with a friend of mine, and it's always great. So thank you very much for joining on in, and hopefully one day I will get to the point where because like, you know, I have already gone leaps and bounds over what I thought I could with mini painting, and I'd love to, I cannot wait to get better and better just as time goes on. But Brush, I'm definitely gonna hang out with you every once in a while and ask some and hang around and see what's going on. Thank you for the raid. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna go on and see what else I could do here and try to get better at it. Try to make this one look a little bit better. Put this back over here. Boop, boop. Just so I can have my piece to inspire me or give me the look of what I'm doing. It's not bad. I'm okay with this. I feel like I could do a lot better. I'm gonna take your thing for the future where you said Because I did all my metals. Like this is how the wing looked a little while ago. I did all my metals. I wanted to basically test out one wing before I went through every single wing. Platho green with white in, thin down, and add the oxidation. So more like a, are you saying like you add oxidation kind of like a wash? Oh no, yeah, it's only one way to do it, but I am curious. Cause like, there's a million ways to do it. Your result is looking good too? Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Like I'm happy with this so far. And I want to make this better is what my goal is. I don't know how I'm gonna make it better, but I want to make this what I've done better. I'm not disappointed in it. I think the getting the bronze over it made it a little better. Maybe I could do break this part a little bit brighter by either like dry brushing something else on there, like a silver, but I don't know. But like you basically use yours kind of like as a wash. Almost like a wash. Yours is a much stronger effect. Looks really good for the wing flash. Yeah, thank you. What it feels like to me is it feels like bronze actually like chipped off the wing. And that's kind of almost what I'm going for. Like for the gold dragon, I did a wash of silver on the inside of the gold dragon's wings. So like there's a wash of silver coming up there, which is completely different. But which I like a lot. And I love it especially on the tail, because that reminds me of the Amatsu. This tail is so cool. It reminds me of the Amatsu from Monster Hunter. I love that. So I really like that a lot, honestly. And there we go. Like, that's what I did here. So for the Rathian one, I did a lot of dry brushing. If you're thinking trying things is one of the best ways, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But that also means like I gotta listen to other people who know better than me and hear what they do, so I can see if I can mimic what they do, you know? This guy did a lot of dry brushing. It ended up starting with like a zombie green which ended up then turning to dry brushing browns in here and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. Oh, the last one I was working on. If you guys like Monster Hunter, I took the Clockwork Dragon and started working on it to make it in the style of the Equal Dragon weapon, which I've been having a lot of fun with. Nowhere near done. I need to get this part to look more rancid later on. But I got this I'm very happy with. The actual cloth, I'm super happy with. Like, look at that cloth. That feels nice, because all the big raised parts are dirty, as if the rest of it's been folded for thousands of years or hundreds of years. Oh, I love this cloth. How you developed a lot of my art and how I work. That's awesome. I cannot wait to see your art. Thank you. I appreciate that. This one I'm actually really proud of. The wings so far, I'm really proud of this guy a lot. Nowhere near done with him again, but like I'm really proud of him so far. I haven't even touched the face really. It's just still plastic, but I want to learn more. And thank you. Wow, I did not expect such a raid. I am grateful. Raiders again, welcome on in. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. You can find me on Instagram, Brush for Hire. I'm gonna find you on Instagram. Give me 1 second. Maybe I should actually start posting pictures of the stuff I actually paint every once in a while, right? Brush for Hire. Found you. Oh, dude! Oh my god, your stuff rocks! Yo, you're Gengar? Sorry, I'm just looking at your stuff real quick. Stuff rocks, dude. It's cutting candy this bit. Hey, you say you don't curse. You say you don't curse. You lied to me. That says a bad word here. You said you don't curse. I'm telling on you now. How dare you? I never fucking swear, exactly. I think I'm digging this. The more I let this sit in my head, because like, here's the thing about me and my massive amount of anxiety. It's really hard to just do something. I have to let it sit for a bit. See how I like it after I let it sit? The more I let this sit, the more I'm kind of enjoying it. It's not to say I don't think I could do a little bit better here and there, but the more I'm enjoying the concept of how this is going. And I'm quite liking how, oh my god, once I turned off the fucking green screen, it actually looks so much better on here. I'm quite enjoying how it's coming out compared to how I thought it. Like, I could definitely like make the copper a little bit more solid on some of these areas. I think that's what I'll do. Define it a bit more of the copper. But other than that, I think I'm very happy with how it is going. Work on multiple things. Yeah! I can't just do one thing. The only one I've really... Oh, that's the wrong color. The only one I've really ever like finished was that purple worm I showed you, which I'm very proud of. There's also a lot of stuff I'm mixing little pieces on and what have you. And I have a whole Warhammer army that I've not touched yet, except for building it. But like, the Warhammer army is really cool and all, but I don't know if I want to do that per se more than I want to do the D&D dragon stuff. You play D&D out of curiosity? And if so, what's your favorite class? If anyone here plays D&D, tell me what your favorite class is. You just paint? That's very fair. What's your current project? I'm curious. And please, if you need a raid and run, or you need to lurk, or need to get water, please do that. You too, raiders. I don't have a schedule when I paint. I just kind of paint when I feel like it. So hopefully I'll see you here in the future with more paints. And the more people want to see me paint, the more I'll paint and all that kind of stuff, you know? He's our resident Picasso. Tacit Witch, thank you very much for the follow. We love a good Picasso. We love a good Picasso. Oh, and my name's not just a cool name. I'm an actual botanist, so if any of you have questions on actually taking care of your plants, hit me up. I'll help you. I have so many projects, all kinds of commission works, finishing a Warlord Titan and getting ready for a Nova Open. I'm teaching there. Oh, that's really cool. You know, I saw on Twitter this guy posting about a Warhammer mini. I don't remember what it was called. It's like, oh yeah, it looks just like Regigigas. And I'm like, oh my god, I would totally do that. If I could get that Warhammer mini, I would paint it in the style of Regigigas. I know there's an ad, so I'll wait to talk a little bit till the ad's done. Guardian doing plant stuff. My house is like a jungle. Yo, okay. What kind of plants does if you don't mind my asking, what kind of plants does your wife like do? All right, yeah. Go off. Have fun. Raid and run. Enjoy your day. Yeah. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna be dropping in your streams in the future too. But there's this. I don't remember what kind of thing it was. It was like this one big Titan thing that just looked a lot like Regigigas, and I thought that was really funny. Yeah, adding the extra bit of copper. Yeah, we can talk plants. Okay, buy for real. Go. Like, I love the idea of taking a lot of things that are not meant to be something and turning it into something else. Like, as an example, taking that Wyvern D&D model, turning it to a Rathian. I want to do Rathalos, I want to do Golden Rathian, I want to do Silver Rathalos, all that stuff later on as well. I would love to do another Golden Dragon model in the style of Amatsu from, again, Monster Hunter. You know, I love applying like ideas to something a little different, and that's what I'm pretty happy with. What's something you're a botanist? I used to be a zoologist, but plants are so hard for me. I've only ever had success with succulents. Okay, Tacit Witch. I used to be a veterinary technician. I went down the exact opposite route. I started as a zoologist and went to botanist, which is really funny for me. Because I was hugely inspired by Steve Irwin, obviously, right? Steve Irwin is a personal hero. So is Jane Goodall, and obviously Bill Nye, and people like that. Jane Goodall, oh my god, she is amazing. She is an absolute hero. I love her so much. Her work is fantastic. Sorry, I zoned out entirely. But yeah, I went to botany because I just ended up really liking plants a lot. I started with Harvest Moon back as a kid, you know, and then I got interested in botany via that way. Now I work in a botanical garden. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I did for a while work with a lot of animals too. Like in one of my education jobs, I was actually like handling alligators, snakes, etc., which were a lot of fun. I quite enjoyed them. Very happy with them, honestly. But I really did enjoy going into actual gardens. So hopefully one day I don't have to like suffer with my leg fucking. I do have an injury. I have to apologize. I did get injured on the job essentially, and it's just Succulents are really good though, and some of them make great ground covers. Invertebrates too, yo, love me some invertebrates. They always mystified me. Can't complain. Like, yeah. Invertebrates are cool. I like them. They are my favorite animals. Are actually like just like mammals. Love me some mammals. I do have a soft spot for a lot of bugs. Like as an example, there are really cool wasp species that really help with plant biology and help keeping plants healthy that we actually release into our garden to prevent other things like aphids from damaging our plants. Which is really nice. And like, oh my god, we could kind of use bugs to kill bugs instead of pesticides. But yeah. I think I'm happy with this side right now. How long have I been? I've been streaming for 2 hours specifically on mini painting. We all just came in here, so I'll give it a little bit longer. Let's have some water though, real quick. I got pasta in the fridge waiting for me. With a nice garlicky keema. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Like, I'm gonna send this picture to Elisha too, cause like, Elisha's my brother. He's the guy who taught me how to start painting. So I want to send him this too. I do like, cause I love to hear his opinions. He gives some good advice here and there. All right. Let me go. Paper. Boop, boop. What colors did I use? There goes me not remembering the shit I've done, huh? That was the wrong color. I started prepping a color. I was like, nope, wrong one. All right, let's do that. That's the right color. Mix that with my silver. Give it a little more metallic look, and I'm happy with that. Michael Paints Minis, welcome on in, friend. How are you doing today? If you came in with the raid, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you didn't come up with the raid, I still hope you're having a fantastic day. Michael, what kind of minis do you paint? And if you're just lurking, feel free to say lurking if you just want to lurk. We love our lurkers here. But I am an amateur. I am not amazing at this yet. So there's my PSA of please do not expect too much from me. I'm a wee lad. Ah, my eye. Came with brushes raid. I paint really close to any kind of mini there is. That's awesome, friend. That is awesome. I've just started painting myself. I have a few minis I'm proud of, and a few minis I'm in the middle of. And I'm learning a lot. I'm trying to do oxidation on this guy. And it's coming out okay. I'm not disappointed in it, but I know I could do better in the future. But like, this is a good first attempt, I think. That's basically how I'm looking at it. Very happy so far with how I've come here after like doing my first attempt at oxidation. Okay. What's your favorite thing to paint? New branding, so I can share primarily art on it. Yo, that's awesome! Share your art. Do you stream your art too? About once a week soon. Yo, that's awesome. I'm gonna give you a quick follow too, because like I want to learn better, and the best way to learn is to watch. I run a paint club 4 days a week. Ooh, a paint club. What's that about? If you don't mind my asking, of course. You do not need to answer anything you don't feel comfortable answering. Oh, one more time in case anyone did not know. All my old paints are over on YouTube. If you want to go check those out, feel free to do those, because got a lot of painting on there. I have like sped up videos. I take my 3-hour streams and turn them into like 5-minute videos, so they're really easy to get through. But yeah. Paint club is a fun thing. Oh, all right, sounds good. Sounds good. Sitting on this side's kind of weird. because like this side has a lot of like crevices and what have you. This side has like a lot of creases instead. Which I mean, fair enough. I just got into mini painting too. I've been playing D&D for years, but never had time to sit down and paint stuff. It always seemed cool though. Hey, same hat. I've been a DM for like 15 some odd years. I just started mini painting. The problem is like no one I play D&D with anymore is like in person. It's all via Discord. So I can never use my minis, but you know, I still got them. Discord's great. I can play more D&D, but you know. Glass. Can't use the minis I'm painting. Why does it sound like the Baldur's Gate? Ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. I like virtual stuff, but something that's really satisfying. Yes. The maps I don't per se care about. I want to get more into terrain painting eventually because I do want that, but terrain pieces are not common. And I'm not good with PLA at the moment. I've gotten a few PLA terrain pieces, but like it's just hard for me to brush it. There's a different texture brushing PLA than there is brushing anything else. For me, at least. My brother doesn't feel it. I feel it. But yeah. What classes do you play? I typically like playing Druid or Alchemist, but I tried doing a whole bunch of different stuff. I have a monk character right now. However, I'm not playing that campaign. I'm DMing now. We're doing a Starfinder, not Starfinder. We're doing a Spelljammer campaign now. I'm very happy about it because I wanted to switch from solely fantasy to like fantasy sci-fi for a little while now, or at least sci-fi. So we went Spelljammer, which I'm really enjoying. Ooh, I do not have the ventilation for a 3D printer. Otherwise, I would consider it. I know that acrylic printers are like the way you want to go for minis. PLA can lead to a lot of weird stuff because it's not smooth. This one guy, I traded some Pathfinder books for a PLA print he did of a tavern. It was the shittiest, like... It was 2014 3D printing quality. And I know that because I used to work with 3D printers in 2014 or 2016. Either way, it was bad printing quality. And I'm like, I should not have traded my books for this. This was bad. Homebrew class called Summoner. That's really been interesting. I also like Ranger. There used to be a Summoner class in Pathfinder First Edition that got really, really silly. A lot of Pathfinder classes got very, very silly. That's the best way to describe Pathfinder versus like D&D. Pathfinder is very silly. D&D is takes itself a little more serious. At least First Edition Pathfinder. Like, alright, so when I was first playing Pathfinder, Kineticist had like 7 variations. There was like Wind, Water, Fire, Earth, Aether, and something else. So maybe 6, right? Now it has like 40. It's like, holy shit, Pathfinder. What the fuck did y'all do, dude? Like 40 variations of Kineticist? I liked Kineticist, but holy shit, 40? And I still think Sorcerer should be a Constitution summoning class. I will die on that hill. I will die on that goddamn hill. Ranger's a lot of fun. I want to try Ranger in Baldur's Gate because I don't have a game I'm playing right now in 5e. I do want to try Rangers in Baldur's Gate. I hear it's really good. And the complaints that people have for 5e Ranger are not there in Baldur's Gate Ranger, which is also pretty cool, I guess. But like, I never found Ranger to be bad. I know people just didn't like it because it wasn't like optimal or whatever, but like, I never found Ranger to be bad in D&D. I just haven't played it, so I can't give a personal opinion on it. I like ranged classes in general. I remember some sort of Artificer class. Okay, Artificer is a very fun class. It's the one I primarily play when I can. I love the Alchemist class, subclass of it specifically, because I love playing support typically. However, there's like a Battle Artificer, and there used to be, and I don't know if there still is, there used to be like a, there used to be a, I forgot what's it called? Like a gun artificer. It just has like a really big gun. I do not know if it's still there. That was during the time I was in the Unearthed Arcana. I know there might be an artillerist one there. I still wouldn't be surprised if there was. That was a really fun one because you get to shoot out like a whole bunch of really cool shit. Yeah, special magic bullets and stuff. There was a gunslinger artifice combo my friend did in Pathfinder First Edition where she just made healing bullets, so she'd shoot her allies and they'd heal them. It'd be really funny. She'd of course do the damage first, so she might knock out her allies, but a second later she'd heal. Cool traps. I don't remember. I can sometimes be a bit of a one-trick pony. I play support classes. Like doing support classes the most. Therefore, I tend to go for support classes. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you got a good group of people, and you got a good DM who's not like, listen. Well, here's the thing: you got a good group of people, and the group of people is all about storytelling instead of just like pure stats, which is how my group tends to do it, right? And that's how everyone wants to do it. Then you end up with people who are like, oh yeah, you can have 4 DPS and we'll find a way to like get you either potions or whatever. Don't worry about it. Have fun, you know? I've always taken it as my job as DM to like say, you do whatever class you want. I will compensate for where you lack for it, or give you the opportunity to compensate for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how I typically do it as a DM. If there are no healers, all right, you will have the opportunity to get healing potions. Maybe you'll have a, maybe you'll have like a special shop that you go to very often, or what have you. You know, like I will give you the opportunity to heal. You will not just be like left to the wilds. I do want to try, I want to try Necromancer one day. I did enjoy Pathfinder First Edition's Necromancer. I want to try D&D 5e's Necromancer. I think that'd be great. Let's play Baldur's Gate. I'm making my, Gale Necromancer. Yeah, exactly. One thing I like doing as a DM is I like starting with a game called The Quiet Year, or The Quiet Year, which again, there's a game of The Quiet Year up on my YouTube. If you guys want to see that, it's a 5-hour game, but it's a really fun one. Where literally all the players kind of work together to make the world you're all going to be role-playing in. It's a fantastic game. With great, like, whole team synergy kind of vibes. I really appreciate it quite a bit, honestly. Yeah. Definitely look up The Quiet World. It's like a $10 game. It's not expensive at all. It's a great game. People who made it also made the game Monster Hearts, which is like a CW kind of like Vampire Diaries kind of game, which is fantastic in its own way. You want big college or high school drama, then you play that game and you can be like a witch, you can be like a lycanthrope or yada yada. In like modern day like Seattle or some shit, you know? A really cool group of people who did a good job of a really cool like game building game essentially. Pandora81! Thank you very much for the follow, friend. I hope you're enjoying your time here. I will be getting a better mini painting. If you came with a mini painting, I'll be getting a better mini painting camera next week, I promise. So here's hoping. I'm basically gonna be using my iPhone starting next week At least I'm gonna try to. I don't have a good camera, I'll be honest. I should have asked Brushes what kind of camera he uses now that I think about it. But I highly recommend that game, The Quiet Year, if you end up playing a game of D&D where you want your players to have an ability to like be really invested in the world. The things they create, you will build off of in the end of the game, or in the start of the game. You'll build off of everything they've created. I know I have, whether it be from the dumb like golden sheeps to like the things in the forest to like whatever. Like, I say dumb, they're really fucking hilarious, honestly. But you know, like, you end up building off of what your players build off of, which is great. And then your players go, oh my god, I made that. That's how that interacts with the world. Oh my god, that is so cool. And adds a lot of investment very early on for everyone. The DM's not the one creating the world. DM's creating world premise, but yeah, you know, everyone's creating the world together. Give players, yeah. Like the lore starts with the players. Basically, what I said was, hey, here's my lore. You were on this planet called Stagona, and in Stagona, you have there's something called the absence being made, right? The absence is coming through. A great evil is brought upon the absence. The absence is basically the absence of life, you know, that kind of deal, right? It's basically pockets of reality where reality has faded itself, and the civilizations cannot get together to learn this, how to get rid of this absence. So your job is to make a community that survives or perishes to the absence. And then I give you a 200-year epilogue. However your community did, that kind of deal. That's what I've been doing for my current world. My personal group of players right now, they made a world that's kind of like Miyazaki plus a little bit extra sci-fi. So they're actually going to the Spelljammer. They're actually going out into the space and to the absence and doing a whole bunch of stuff there. The one I did here on Twitch, they made a world that I would deem impossible to get out into the absence or space, because they've basically made like a spooky little Night Vale place, which I absolutely love. Instead of like making like a space-ready faring civilization, they barely survive the absence as it is. And I'm very excited to see how that goes. I don't have enough time to stream D&D though, so I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. But every once in a while, streaming The Quiet Year would be fantastic. I highly recommend that for world building. All you need is a deck of cards, your friends, and the ability to draw really badly. You're gonna be drawing a horrible, horrible looking map, and it's great. Been ends. I've been thinking of trying new. I'll definitely look at it. Hell yeah. My first campaign took 12 years to finish with multiple parties. People working in the same world. It was wild. I really had fun with it. 12 years to finish it though. It was a time. Because part of it was through college, right? And college campaigns fell through all the time. Like, oh, here's the world, here's part of it, you're a part of this, yada yada. And the unfortunate part is, you know, you're in college, you're busy. You don't have enough time to do a lot of stuff. So we start a campaign. 2 months in, it finish, or 2 months in, the players would leave, or something would happen, and the campaign wouldn't finish. But you know, the stuff would be done to the world. So I just continued using the same world for every campaign that I had done for my first campaign ever back when I was in high school, and just kept going on like that until eventually, well after college, the last people played it, and in 2019, 2020, the game finished. For the first time, the entire campaign finished. It was really cool. Hopefully your campaign's coming to a really nice end and you guys are enjoying it. Like, very important. I've been really enjoying Spelljammer because it's a huge change of scenery without changing scenery too much. Like, we finally have the opportunity to not just do standard stereotypical like fantasy stuff, which we still do honestly, but also like get a little bit into space. It's great, you know, space. It's fantastic. Find out why the world was separated, that kind of deal. Well, whatever the players want to do, I'm not telling the players what to do. What I do is I try to give the players, I say, hey, these are your options. Through what you tell me what you want to do, I'll be continuing to make the quest, the quest through what you tell me what to do. But yeah, if you say I want to do XYZ, I'm gonna make quests that let you do XYZ. I'm not gonna. I don't like setting up a specific campaign to the point where it's like, oh yeah, here's what you do. You know? It's been really fun. We started with the goal of having it be pretty short because several players were new to D&D and was testing it. I think they enjoyed it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, once they're new, once you get them in, they're locked in for life. You know, you just gotta hope that their job gives them a good schedule. Okay. Deep blue. Alright, time to do that silly part I did before. Oh shit. I fucked that up. Alright, there we go. Fix that up enough. Yeah. That's it for a bit. Oh, damn. Oh. Oh, all right. Give it a second. I'm gonna let it dry for a second. I'm gonna give myself a little stretch. Hey Ethan, do some stretching, and I'm happy, but I'm also just like, you know, the first time trying to do paint like this, so I will show a picture of it when I'm done. I decided I'm gonna start using my iPhone next week, or next time I paint, so I'm getting some stuff for that. A lot of stuff. I wish I had an actual good painting cam. How are you doing? Really hot? Yeah, it is. I am injured from work, so I have not been out all day at all today. And they finally got me some desk work to do at work, so I'm very happy about that. That's the new clothing. Let's go. Best banana pudding. Oh, hell yeah. We love some banana pudding in this house. We love banana pudding in this house. Cooking dough pudding, which I've never seen before. What's cooking dough pudding? Also, that is. Paint me a word picture. Cookie dough, gotcha. Wait, cookie dough pudding? What? That sounds wild. What? Cookie dough pudding. I love anything cookie dough, so. It was also a little salty with some caramel. Ooh, salty cookie. Sounds really good. The dark chocolate cake. One of the fantastic. Ooh. I don't know. I like my milk chocolate. I like my milk chocolate. Okay, so actually, I got this a little. Hold on. Nope. Yes. Milk is good, sometimes it's just way too sweet. I mean, you could be wrong. Nah, I'm not good with dark chocolate. I'm bad at bitters. I really am. That's just my weakness there. Totally fair, yeah. Everyone's got them different taste buds. No, what? Actually, let's try this. I don't know if this will work, and I'm being very silly and contradicting a lot of what I'm already doing. Like, I'm going back and forth and probably doing things a little unnecessary. I think I messed with something that was a little good, but a little bad. Yeah, yes. Alright, anyways. I have to see if I can repair this. I think I can. That did kind of beans it. Excuse me. Welcome back from the break. Ad break. I'm done for now. I've only finished half the mini, so I'm gonna show you guys a picture of it real quick. Because I realize camera's not doing any justice, so I'll show you guys a picture of it real quick. Alright. So, to show you guys a picture. I think I could do better with this later on. So, here's the picture. Of the mini. How it looks like IRL. I think it looks pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Like, here you go. Thank you, Testing Witch. That's how it looks like IRL. I'll show you the other one I took of it as well. Very Kushala the Aura. Oh my god, I can make Kushala the Aura out of this guy. Holy shit. I would love to make a Kushala the Aura out of him. But the red dragon would make a great Fatalis. So I'm gonna see if I can get some red dragon minis in the future to make a Fatalis out of him. But I think that does look very rusty. I hope so. I hope it looks rusty. Like, I hope it looks like it's like, you know... I don't know if it does. I'd love to hear your opinions. Again, I'm still new at this, so like, it doesn't look amazing, but it looks as good as I'm gonna be able to make it look. Rustic Kushala, amazing. I'll do a quick normal spin around as well. Even though I fully recognize it's not going to look as good as what I just showed you. The pattern is close to the reference I had. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, it's not, again, this doesn't look that great, but I always did this to the videos just so people can see what's happening here. Basically, all we did was work on that one wing. And I still have a lot of refining to do on it, obviously. Let's see if I can get the focus to be a little bit better. There we go. So we'll have to do the other wing another day. And eventually we'll get to the mouth. Eventually we'll fucking get to the mouth. Eventually. I use an Elgato cam. It gets detailed pretty well if you're looking. Oh! I do not use an Elgato cam. What I'm going to use next week, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do next week. Or next stream, because I get this thing in tomorrow. Just so you guys know what next stream is going to look like. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, as a VOD, thank you very much for watching this on YouTube. I hope you had a good one. YouTube, stay safe, stay Botanist Cool. We'll see you soon. Bye, YouTube!